We must have one delay. Yep, it's got you on YouTube. Hello, everyone. Go ahead, Sheri.
Hello, everyone. How's everybody today? I have to go into my Facebook and make it public. Otherwise, it's not public. Just my Facebook.
And the delay just cleared up, so.
Okay. Edit privacy. Make it public. How are you?
Welcome in, Jasmina. Welcome in, Tina.
How was Miss Tina's event?
Miss Tina's was a little quiet today, but it was really good. Carrie was a healer, and just Scott and I were the readers today.
Ha.
So it was cool. You didn't get that many.
Hello, Don.
Yes, I will be in the background. I'm just here to get her started. It's all about Sheri today, but
not always about me. We're a collective. We're a team.
We are all one. Speaking of that, I'm going to do the.
The garlic is getting to me.
You need something else in the air to take it away.
Well, we did Palo Santo. I have candles going right now, actually.
So we'll start with advertisement for the Sonoran Spiritual and Wellness Market, September 15th, 2024. Miss Sheri will be there, along with her friend, Miss Sheri. There'll be a few Sheris around, but there'll be many others as well.
Sorry.
Okay. It's okay. I understand. Hi, Laura.
Thank you, Dawn. It's always nice to see you as well.
Yep. And then, and seeing as how it's usually A5 says here, I want to put hers up. She is traveling right now. That's the only reason why
she's a good time without us.
Yes. And we get to see her videos, so that helps. Okay. And on Tuesday, I am with Claudene. That's her Facebook page. I'm trying to get, okay. Yep. And Calling on Angels, that's her donation page. She will be on Wednesday. Saturdays, that's the day for Susan Grayson, and she wrote Love Your Spiritual Gifts, and it was published by the man who wrote this one, the second publishing, The Ultimate Power Within, and that's Mr. Don. And if you don't have this book, it comes in 4 different formats. No excuses. And this is to help retrain your brain. Okay. This is his YouTube. And I know we're not doing full moon, but that's his full moon ritual. Now on Monday is tea time with Shauna Sellers, also known as Naturally Divine Goddess Tarot. And the next one I have popping up is Mr. Scott, which I am with on Fridays. And this is his book. Am I missing anybody?
I don't think so.
Just yours. I've got to get yours up here. I'll work on that while you're busy.
Oh, you're fine.
And anybody else? Nope. Okay. All right. And thank you for scanning those codes. Please remember to like, follow, share, subscribe, and chat. Chats help too.
Chat.
Yep, and everybody wants a reading. Laura Wanzer, Damini. Okay. You've got a few people in.
So I've been cleansing businesses, and I've been like at the first of the month, I have a repetitive person, a business that has me come out and does a first of the month ritual to get their business booming. And so that's what I've been doing.
And how are the results with that?
Well, they invited me back for the second time and they doubled my rate without me asking.
I guess you're doing well.
Yeah, yeah. So I guess, I hope. I've done some, I get referrals from Athena. That's been helping. But yeah, that's something new that I wasn't even expecting to do, is cleansing businesses. I've done some for a real estate person that wasn't moving a house. So I went in and felt the house and I was like, the house is sad, but the house likes you, the real estate person, but doesn't want anybody to move in but you. So we had to get the house to change the way that it was inking. So it's kind of interesting. That residual energy that stays in a location, and it absorbs into the structures of the house.
Okay. And has that sold yet?
I have not heard from him, but I would assume that it has.
Wow. That would be
So,
great.
uh,
Okay. All right. I don't know if you just want to choose the person or you want me to go down the list. That's up to you.
just go down the list.
Okay, great.
I'm a list girl. I'm a down and dirty, read them quick,
Okay.
get them out. Miss Jasmina, is this a general reading or are you asking about the job? I'm just about getting the new job. We applied. They don't
Okay.
like my
I'm
current
going to
job.
go in the background for a little bit and you guys have
All
fun.
right, Miss Julie, thank you. Okay. This is more like a yes or no question. So I use playing cards. I think just. And I'm going to pull a playing card to let you know if we're going to get this new job, okay? So this is a no. Black is no. This, I think that you need to apply. I'm getting the energy that you need to apply for a different job. Don't give up uh, and reaching out for other jobs. Okay, so now I'm going to pull two. Okay, so all of these, I have a three of hearts, a joker, which is like an anything card, anything can happen, and then a seven of hearts. So hearts are of cups and abundance, and your three is like your wishes are going to be granted and things are going to be coming in for you. But I just don't think that this job that you've currently applied for is the one for you. It's like you're applying in desperation. Um, let's see. It just says slow down and pick the job that you want for you. Find the job that works best for you, not the job that works best for the situation. So then I also got the Seven of Hearts, which is, again, it's stop doing things in fear and feeling that you're in danger. Right now, you're in survival mode, but just slow down, look at the situation, and continue to look for these other jobs, but find the job that's going to fit for you better. Does that make sense for you? Kind of weird sitting here in silence. Okay. Sorry it wasn't better news because I know that you really wanted to get that job. I could feel that angst and I understand that. I just went through that myself. Okay. So the job's coming. It's just not this particular one. I think you're gonna have a couple interviews and then you'll find what you need or it'll find you. Thanks, Jasmine. I appreciate you coming in. Sorry, I'm cooking garlic. I'm making garlic confit and my house smells like garlic because my eyes are burning and And my nose is running. Welcome in, everybody. Dawn, Rhonda, and Cliff, Jasmina, Miss Tina. So who's next, Miss Julie?
Miss Tina is next. It's up there. Can you see it?
It just says, hi, ladies.
Oh, Tina. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you can't see the name. That's strange.
It
Move.
says Tina Shelton and it just says, hi, ladies. So does Tina
Yeah,
want just a general reading?
Tina, what would you like? Okay, I'm going to the back. Please chat so that we know what's going
Oh,
on.
yeah. My house smells like garlic. Hello, Sarah. So I made the garlic confit and pickled onions, and I'm cooking some chicken thighs. Later, I'm going to make it's zucchini, eggplant, tomatoes with mozzarella in between, and then you sprinkle some herbs and olive oil on it, and I'm baking that, and that's dinner. So, Miss Tina, hello, Miss Tanisha. Jesse could come over and smell my house, but it's strong. So, Miss Tina, is it a general reading that you want? Okay. Vladimir, just a general reading? Okay. How's everybody's day today? Hey, JQ. Happy late birthday, my favorite cousin in the whole wide world. Don't tell the other ones I said that. They might get upset. Okay, Vladimir. I have the six of hearts, the 10 of clubs, and the seven of diamonds. And again, the hearts are cups, the clubs are wands, and the diamonds are pentacles. So when you do the six of cups, it's talking about loyalty and stamina and long-term unity. Then I have the 10 of clubs, which is an abundance, completion, things coming to an end, but a change is coming. And then I have the seven of diamonds, which is somebody has favorite cousin. Somebody has been deceptive with you in the past. Be wary of that person. I think you know who it is. They're jealous of your abundance and your prosperity and the things that are coming in for your life. I do think that that relationship will flip and will end when you solidify that you know who this person is. Um, but I do see this good abundance does not necessarily mean it's money. Abundance can come in many different forms and many different things. So, blessings come in lots of different ways. Um, I wish I knew who this person was. But something about a long-term uh, friend, somebody that's just jealous of you and what you have going for yourself. So watch out for this person. Um, you'll know them, you know them, and you will know them. It'll come to light for you, and then you'll just move out of that relationship. And relationships again don't need to be romantic. It could be professional. Like Julie and I are friends. That's a relationship. I have a relationship with my cat. So when people say relationships, it doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic. Jonathan, how was your birthday? Besides kicking it with the best wife that you have in the whole wide world. Vladimir, does that make sense to you? Nobody's talking. Chirp, 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 chirp. Okay, perfect. I'm glad that that does resonate for you. Do you have any other questions about that? You're so very welcome. I feel like I should have music in the background, some dancing. That's my old hedgehog wheel. It's all my hedgehog stuff I have to donate because I'm not getting another one. I have my permanent hedgehog now. And that painting right there, my mom had that painting when I was in kindergarten, preschool. So I'm now 55. So I've had that painting for 50 years. Hello, Miss Laura. So you would be like just a general reading. Okay. So oh, that's a lot of chaos. Okay. So I caught a lot of chaos going on in your life right now. Um, yes, Miss Laura, are you still here? Before I get into this. Okay, so I got the Queen of Spades, and Spades is swords. It also is death or change. And the Queen is a like a female rival, somebody that's suspicious, somebody that's always conniving around you, somebody that undermines you. Doesn't necessarily have to be female, it could be somebody with female energy. Okay. And then I have the uh, Seven of Diamonds. Again, lies, deceit, um, loss of money, just a lot of negativity. And I think it's just coming from this person, and this person is just holding you down. Um, yeah, they're just not like a happy person. They just whew. And then it has to do with work because this is about business obstacles, setbacks. This it's somebody at work um, that's really trying to mess with you. I'm so sorry about that. I don't think the situation's going to change anytime soon, but I do see that the situation will change because what we have here in our readings is not 100% set in stone. So you have the ability to change this destiny. Your daughter, ouch. That's shitty. I'm really sorry. I know how you feel because there was a time where my daughter and we weren't connecting or talking, and she'd say some horrible, terrible things. Hold on, my mood is trying to me. And it has changed, and we have a better relationship, but it was me that made those choices to make it change and letting her um, express her feelings. And then just, even though I knew what she was saying was BS, and I love her, um, I took ownership of her feelings, what she was going through, her point of view. But I'm sorry that you're going through this. Um, it will change, not real soon, but it will change. Do you have any other questions, Miss Laura? Hello, Davy. Good morning, Peta. Jeff is here. Hey, Miss Laura. I hope that helped you. It just validates the stuff that you already knew. think that like it does not resonate with you. Okay. Let me see. What about it doesn't resonate? Well, you're welcome. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. All right, Miss Jess. Ready? Changing decks. How was your day, Miss Jess? My hands are really small, so it's flip these cards. But okay. Have the Nine of Wands in reverse. And this is my day is good. This is a past reading, so this is past, present, and future. Um, the Nine of Wands in reversed. So when I'm seeing the Nine of Wands in reversed, it's telling me that you've had a lot of interpersonal struggles and that you were stuck in a situation. This is fire. Okay, stuck in a situation that you put obstacles in your way. That you've worked through those obstacles and those self-doubts and that you've had with yourself. Then I have the Four of Pentacles, and that tells me that because of these self-doubts that you hold on to your money tightly or your abundances tightly and you forget to look around you to see what other things are out there that can be bountiful for you. And I get the Devil card in reverse. So that tells me that you're struggling with things that can seem to be addictive. Things that, and I keep getting like video games stuck in my head, like things that can be repetitive, things that can be addictive. Um, but you are really working through that, and you'll break these cycles here of beating yourself up and holding on to your money too much. Holding on to your abundance is not necessarily money. So this tells me that like these changes will come and that you will get through these obstacles that you put in your path. Does that make sense to you? So sorry about my sinuses. Oh, Miss Jules. I'm okay. So I hope that resonates with you, and I hope that helps you. And I'll save you some garlic. It's a lot. I made a big casserole dish of it. It's a lot. We eat it on all kinds of things, and I put it into foods. And hello, Miss Sarah. Um, and we just use it a lot, and it doesn't get as gassy as just eating garlic. Miss Tanisha. Miss Tanisha needs to get on here and do some readings. Miss Tanisha.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but Tanisha, if you're still here, let me send us your email address. I don't know if she has yours, but I'll send you the link immediately, and you can come join. But that's up to you. Um, Nobody's
Miss
replying that they're here. Yes, we know Miss Jules came in recently. Jesse came in recently, but all of those who've been here for the last 20 minutes, where are you? I see that we have plenty of people on watching, but please chat and keep us informed when you're here. It makes it much easier for Sheri if she knows you're here and she doesn't want to hear crickets.
I don't. It's lonely.
Yeah, and the reason why I don't want to stay on is because I'm on too much. And I did some
You
reading
are
this morning.
not on too much.
Well, then I'll
Who
stay for a
says,
little bit until
who
we can
says
get
it's
these
too
people
much?
going. Huh? Just enough?
Who says it's too much?
I do. I'm tired. But I'm excited about it too. And besides, I love Sheri and I love her energy. So, people, come on. Let's start
Oh yeah,
asking
I'm in a,
questions.
I'm in a funk today too, so it's like I need that.
And now that I'm on right now, which I didn't want to be, but I'm gonna get some music in the background. At least I'll try. Oh, I know where it is. See if we can get
Guys
some
are
funky
working.
music or something.
Play that funky music right for
Exactly. And they don't have funky. I don't know which one I want. Let's try this one.
So FYI, I'm still with that guy
Yes,
since January.
he's a nice. Well, I can tell you he's a
He's
nice
a
man.
nice he's a nice man. He's he works way too much though. We hardly see each other right now because he does work for a company that this is their busy season.
Oh,
And um, like we went to the movies last weekend, and that was the first time I had seen him in a couple of weeks. But we went and saw Deadpool. If anybody's seen Deadpool, I won't tell you anything about it, but I do plan on seeing it again with my kid, with my son.
so you recommend it?
I do, but I just went and watched all of the X-Men movies again, like every single one. And I'm not a Marvel geek. I can't tell you all the comic stuff of it, the comic books of it, but I can tell you the movies of it. But I just watched like the Dark Phoenix last night, and I was so lost with the timeline. And my son had to come in and explain how it's a different timeline. And I'm like, well, that would probably be why they made Loki, because Loki has all of these different timelines. Jonathan is my actual cousin. His dad was my uncle, and Jonathan he lives in Las Vegas. And when I went to Las Vegas a couple weeks ago, we were gonna meet each other, but he had plans and I was only there for a couple hours, so I didn't get to see him.
So
But
you flew in? Oh no, you drove, didn't you?
I drove and got a speeding ticket.
I remember hearing about that.
Cost me $400.
Was it
It was
on the?
criminal speeding.
Oh, was it in Nevada or Arizona?
Arizona. It was
So,
just north of Wickenburg.
oh, wow! I would think it would have been north of Kingman, but Wickenburg. Yeah, that's
Wickenburg.
a scary place to be going fast. Just saying.
I was doing 90 and a 65.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll do you. So, Jonathan, are
And
you here? Please, somebody
he
chat
probably
with us.
doesn't want a reading.
Okay.
But
So,
um yeah, it was I didn't have the money yet for the speeding ticket for the class, and I got the money, and then I was signing up for the class, and you do it 7 days prior to the court date of the ticket, and I missed it by 1 day. So I ended up, instead of being able to go to traffic school, I had to pay the ticket, which doubled in price. So yeah, that was a very, very important lesson. Don't speed north of Wickenburg. Hey, Lewis.
I have to put this up there because you know what we're going to say. Go ahead, Sheri. What do you call him?
My favorite grown-ass man.
And yes, Felicia, we do have you on the list. We have a few of you on the list, and there's quite a few in here, quite a few of you on the chat.
So there's several different platforms that we're streaming on. I have YouTube and Facebook, and Miss Julie has?
I have YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, 2 Facebooks actually. So yeah, so we're on a total of 7 right now. We will be working on getting Sheri's TikTok on so that she can go live on TikTok, and she should be very busy once we get that connected. Very busy.
Yeah, I have a lot of followers on TikTok, but I don't have a lot of followers on Facebook and Instagram or YouTube. And it's probably because I don't put as much effort into those platforms as I do on my TikTok platform. That's my bad.
So none of the ones that Jonathan, Davey, are you here? Jesse, are you still here? And then it's Miss Jules, and then Felicia. And then after Felicia, it's Lewis, and then Wade.
Lewis.
So we've got a lot of people here. Happy daytime new moon. Yes, the moon has already gone new. In the daytime. Jesse's popping in. Davy Jones is popping in. Wow, you guys decided to wake up, I guess. Not trying to bore you guys here. Okay, here we go. Jesse, you'll be after Davy. He wants it. So he has a question of love, but whatever the card's given, because he knows the love questions are on Wednesdays.
Okay. Is it reading how somebody else feels about you, Davy, or is it just a general love question? The cards are going to give me whatever the cards are going to give me. Can I get a reading on love? Okay. I got the Beatles song in my head. All we need is love.
We can't do how someone else feels about you. Cannot be done.
No, I don't tap into other people's energy unless I have their permission. What I can do is a general, but if you want to know how somebody feels about you, ask them. I mean, just ask them.
And if they're not talking to you, you have to wait until they are.
This is not a love reading. Okay, so I have the 10 of diamonds, the 2 of diamonds, and the 10 of spades. Diamonds are about luck and fortune and happiness. The 10 of diamonds is about financial success and joy. Are you trying to? Everybody's always trying to get more money. So, I mean, that's a silly question. Why is that? Are you trying to branch out into a second job or subsidize some of your income? That's what I'm feeling. That there's money going back and forth. There's transactions going back and forth, financial transactions. Because both of these are money cards. So I see financial success and joy and happiness, and there's money transactions happening. The 10 of Aces, it's like whatever was holding you back from succeeding in this money transaction is over, because that's what this is. This is like almost like a death card. So whatever was holding you back from this has moved on, or it is transferring on. Okay, so yes, you are trying to subsidize your income. So whatever that is, it will be coming to fruition to you, or it's happening. It's like right on that cusp, right where it's supposed to start happening. Because I am getting like gold coins falling down around you. So this is like a good thing for you to come into. I hope that resonates with you. That's kind of all I'm getting. It's not a love reading. I mean, I guess it's love reading because it's a love for money. But that's what I'm seeing, is that the fortune, the abundance, the contract is coming, or the agreement is coming, and money will be flowing in. And whatever was stopping you, and I think you were stopping you. What is the affirmation that Dawn says, or Angie says? Infinite abundance.
Yeah, I've got it on here. Hold on just a second. Find it.
So if you don't say that, I say different stuff, but those, I believe in infinite abundance, and I am forever anticipating or appreciating and grateful for the wants and needs. Mine is different, but if you put that negativity out there, like, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, I'm not going to get it, guess what? You're not going to get it. It's not coming. It's not happening. You're your own worst enemy. So when you do start thinking of those abundances and those things and those prosperities coming in, they do. As a practicing witch, I put 5 pennies in the front of my door. So when I'm walking through my threshold, I am pulling in that abundance and that energy of the copper on those pennies, and pulling the money into my house. So there's something that I usually do, that I have done. Well, hello, Sheri. I hope that helps you. And I hope that brings you the prosperity and the joy that you are seeking.
I'll get the next.
Garlic's killing me.
I know I said somebody was next. Now I can't remember who it was. Was that you, Jessie? I think it was Jessie. Yeah.
I think it was Miss Jules.
Let me go back.
Let me text my son to get the garlic out of the oven. Hold on. Let me find him.
And welcome in, Liz, KJ. Thank you. Yes, it was Jessie. Okay. And the next ones on the list after Jessie is Miss Jules and Felicia, and then Lewis. Okay.
I'm so sorry about my nose, everybody. I'm so sorry. Okay. Miss Jessie. If there is one person at work fighting behind my back, may I know about him or her deception and any advice? Punch him in the nose. I mean, don't do that. You'll get fired.
Yes, you've had a lot of that this year. You've had some of that this year, haven't you?
Yeah, I got let go from a job because of deception, and I didn't fight back. I kind of did it to myself. There was a new moon. First there was a full moon, and I was doing, I was in the middle of my ketamine therapy, so I was on ketamine, and I reached out to my goddesses and asked, please remove anything from my life that no longer serves me. And 3 weeks later, I was fired. I was let go, and completely blindsided by it. And I was told that I was making disparaging comments about my supervisor, which was not true. And there was no, because it's Arizona, it's a right to work state. They said I didn't turn in a report, which I had just gotten my review 4 or 5 weeks prior to that, where I got 4 stars, yes, 4 out of 5 stars on turns in stuff on time. So it was kind of contradictory. And when I was driving home, I was in tears. I was shattered. I'd been there for 2 years. I was building this new career in the HOA field. And I was like, what the hell? And I literally hear, you asked us to remove the things that no longer served you. And I was like, God dang it. Okay. I thought they were going to remove my boyfriend and some other pesky people that were in my life, but that didn't happen. But 2 weeks later, I'm asking the new moon, okay, bring it in, gotta bring it in. And I literally had it. I mean, well, the day I lost my job, I had an interview set up for a new job. And 2 weeks later, I got the job I have now, which is a very good career move for me. So sometimes those abundances or those things that we ask for, they hurt when they get removed. But when you're really like definitely putting yourself out there, those abundances can come back to you in a really helpful manner, because the universe isn't out here to screw us. The universe wants us, the energies want us to be prosperous and be bountiful and good for ourselves. So it's just a matter of how you look at it. Like, oh, I got fucked over, I lost my job, how dare you, universe? It's like Christians, like, God's not giving me X, Y, and Z, but maybe it's because you don't need X, Y, and Z right now. So that's my story.
Yep. And since you've been through it, Jessie, she's a good person to ask this question of. So are we feeling that there's negativity coming towards her at work? Deception.
I see somebody. Okay. 9 of diamonds, 8 of spades, and the 10 of spades. We just talked about the 10 of spades. That is like something's coming to an end. The 9 of diamonds again is prosperity. This is, there's peace and contentment. There's things, oh yeah, make room for new. Absolutely. Okay, it's peace and contentment. So right now you're on edge. Things are happening. You're kind of in this space, but you're going to have that peace and contentment. This little beauty is, I hear that there's arguing, and I think that you are gonna, the person that is doing this negative stuff to you is going to be ferreted out, and it's going to come to a head, because this says it's coming to an end. So there's, the thing that I hate to say this, because I love women. I mean, like, we're all here to lift each other up, but we as women are taught as little kids to kind of put each other down and have that jealousy. It's disgusting in a way, but we're always going to have that, and it kind of sucks. It really does. Instead of lifting each other up, we're doing that. But I feel like there's a female presence that is at your work that is just, Becky, look at her butt. Oh my God. And you're above that. You're not that person. You're not on that level. And that's why they want to discredit you. But you're very good at what you do, so they're not able to completely discredit you. And just remember, when somebody does those things, like, oh my God, look at her butt, Becky, or they plant that seed into somebody that was already willing to fertilize that garden. So if that's the people that are in your life, then you don't need them. But just know it's gonna stop. I'm hearing December, like, it's unfortunately gonna have to go through this shit for a few more months, but it will end. and I'm hearing in December. So I hope that helps. And you know who it is. You already know who it is. I absolutely believe you know who it is. Otherwise, you wouldn't have asked this question.
Right. And Jesse, right now, work on you. Get your strength up.
Yeah.
Love yourself more, because unless you do, their projections of their negativity onto you is going to continue. But once you build up your strength and your unconditional love for yourself, they won't bother you because you're too strong for it. Okay? You're raising your vibrations, and it'll be so much better for you. Don't lower yourself to their level. It's not worth the time or effort, believe me. Such a
Come to
waste.
my level. And remember, the one thing that I absolutely, and I've said it and I'll say it and say it again, what other people think about you is none of your business.
Yeah.
So
It's just don't let the projections come. Don't take them in. Keep them away. That has nothing to do with you.
Yep. Don't sponge it up.
Yeah.
Don't. Yeah. I mean, because you don't want to walk around with that beautiful pink bubble. My bubble's not pink, but I always tell people to use a pink bubble to reflect all that other bullshit away. Do you remember as kids when we would say, I'm rubber and you're glue, whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you? That's witchcraft. But, I mean, that's like legit. That's a really legitimate thing to put into your life.
And it won't do any harm to the other person.
Okay. They're being an asshole.
It just gives them back what they are dishing out.
Yes.
Okay, so Miss Jules, are you still here? And then Felicia, Lewis. What?
Y'all do witchcraft. You don't even know that you do it.
Yeah.
Blowing out candles, make a wish. Witchcraft.
So, is a new moon like the first of the month? Should you do the same rituals?
I tend not to, but I'm feral. I do whatever, because I'm a hoodoo type of practitioner, so I do whatever it feels good at the time. It is good to stay consistent with that. So the full moon, as we know, like the moon gets full, and then when it goes into a new moon, it's shrinking. So you're pushing things away from you that no longer serve you. Under the new moon, and I like to make new moon water. Everybody likes to make full moon water. I like to make new moon water because that is where the moon is growing back into a full moon. So I'm trying to pull in the new moon and then the growth and plant those things that I want to grow with that new moon. That's why I really do like making new moon water. Yeah, it's just different. I'm telling you, I stay in the house under a full moon. Every time that sucker comes out, like crazy things happen to me. But the new moon for me is energetic. I grow with it. You are so welcome, Jessie. You're so very welcome. So that's why I like the new moon. And I do try to keep it consistent. What do I want to grow? Let's do a money jar. Let's do a money spell. You want to grow your money? Do it on a new moon. You know, get your rice, your money, your green candle, cinnamon, all the things that bring in those prosperities. Do it under a new moon because you want the money to grow.
So you're talking about rice, just regular rice?
Mm-hmm.
And yep. we do talk about cinnamon quite often. But I didn't know about the rice. So rice, cinnamon, and the
rice, cinnamon, green candle, money. It doesn't have to be like US dollars. It can be dollars it can be Monopoly money because it's just the intention that's behind it. The one thing, I don't see where it is. The one thing that
I'll be right with you, Miss Jules. Oh.
This is my honey jar. This is not for money, but you can do a honey jar where you put your money into the jar with honey. You write a petition, put it in there, sigils, all the herbs that represent like money, abundance, prosperity, growth, peppermint, basil, bay leaf, like, and then after you open your jar and you think your jar, oh, that smells so good.
After the
Putting in
garlic.
roses. Well, this is my honey jar for self-love, to remind myself that I need to love myself. So this is my self-love honey jar. So it's got rose and lavender and hibiscus, and there's a lot of flowers and aromatics in here that are florally in that. But you could do the same thing for money. Crystals that are like aventurine and jade, again, for money, to bring in all of that prosperity. And that's a honey jar. That's like a hoodoo kind of thing.
Wow. That's
yes,
great.
bay leaf, nutmeg, perfect. So
Yes, I love nutmeg.
yep.
I always think that.
So a money jar, a money spell, rice, cinnamon, money, candle, and then just, if you find a penny, put it in that spell. Keep feeding it, and watch
just
it
keep
grow.
adding to it. You don't have to.
Yeah. You should once a month throw the rice and cinnamon out, and then start another one, but use the same money because you want it to grow. Just like when you salt your windows and doorways and stuff, people forget to sweep away the salt, but it can only absorb so much. That's why we put our crystals out underneath the full moon to recharge them. So it's the same thing. They can only absorb so much before they need to be replenished.
Okay. And for those of you who do the beginning of the month or do blow cinnamon into your house for abundance, remember to leave that for at least 24 hours. And a lot of people say, oh, cinnamon will attract ants. It'll be terrible. No, actually, cinnamon stops ants.
Stops ants. I use this peppermint water.
Oh, okay.
I got this at the Eastern Indian, or the Middle Eastern store on Alma School and Baseline.
Or Baseline and Dobson?
Yes, that's it.
Bye.
Where I live. Yes. I love that store. So I got this there. I wash my doors down with this peppermint water, because peppermint oil, peppermint tea, peppermint around your doors the first of the month with the cinnamon helps bring in that prosperity. Hey, Tuna. Nice to see you.
Oh, I've got to get rid of. I didn't realize we had a squirrel. Squirrels, we don't like that, like you guys here, because all you do is try and scam people. That's not a good thing. We don't like scammers. What? I'm sorry, I haven't gone back in there. So I wanted to remind everybody what Wade says. Remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification for all, so that you get the notification every time we go online. And Sheri has hers.
Okay. You talk about Mo-Re-Nee?
Yeah, I just got rid of them.
I didn't see that.
I thought it was just a regular person because it was so small of a request. And yeah, it kind of threw me off there. Miss Jules, where did you go? You were here a minute ago. So, okay, I guess we're going to go next one. Well, actually, I'm going to say happy birthday to my fellow Leos. So, let's see. Where's the happy birthday? Somewhere here.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Right. There's
Okay,
Miss
so
Jules.
Miss Jules, your question is kind of yes or no. So moving closer to your daughter, yes, I got that. And so now I want to ask, by the end of the year, yes. And within 3 months, yes. And I don't want to say August, September, yes. By October, no. So I think you're going to be moving closer to the September within that 3 months. August, September, October. So before October, around September. Um, yeah, that's what I'm kind of hearing. Hold on. Yes. No. I don't know. Maybe. All right. Will Miss Jules move close to her daughter? Yes. Will she do it in October? No. Within the next 3 months. In the next 3 months. Okay, so before October, and I hope that helps. They were moving my.
Yeah, I could see it. I'm going, she doesn't move her hand.
No, I'm like, what the hell?
And for anybody who gets a reading that things are happening in September, just want to let you know there's a lot of energy for September. A lot of things are going on. And the huge week is between the 15th and the 23rd. So be prepared for that. I'm not sure what's going on. I haven't looked at astrology. I just know that the energy is building. And okay, I'm going to put that up. And the other thing I wanted to do is put up this what Wade says.
The Lion's Gate.
The Lion's Gate, yes. And remember, it's an 888 Lion's Gate. It's not a 28, it's a 38. It's a big deal when it's 3. Last year on the 777 portal, that was a big deal, but it kept getting bigger and bigger. The energy did because we had a 123 123 portal, and that was huge. For any of you noticed that?
It's a big move. I think your move's going to be smooth. I mean, every move has some bumps in the road, but I do think that everything's going to work out the way it needs to work out. Let me say that correctly, because I don't think it's going to work out the way you want it to, but in the end, it's going to be the way it needs to be done. I know that's kind of vague in general, but there's just something saying, well, she's not going to get everything that she wants, but she's going to get what we need to give her.
And the old Rolling Stone song, you might not get what you want, but you'll get what you need. That's the main thing, okay?
I think, yeah, September is your birth month. Well, happy birthday.
Yes. Are you Virgo or Libra? Just a question. Okay, Felicia, I think you're still here. Are you still here, Felicia? After Felicia, we have Lewis, Wade,
Want to read it?
Virgo.
The garlic's not so bad, and my eyes are not burning as bad, but my nose feels like it is completely garlicked. Oh,
You need your honey jar again. You need to have that close.
I know. Come on. Smell that. It smells so good. Okay.
It'll help reduce the amount of garlic in your nose.
It feels like it's all swollen in there.
How many days have you been doing this?
The garlic?
Uh-huh.
Just today.
Oh, okay.
This is clove.
Oh, there's Felicia. I was waiting for you, but you didn't pop up. So,
Okay.
Wade, you next. All right.
Okay. Miss Felicia.
Do you have a specific
What
question, Miss Felicia? Hi, Liz. Oh, thank you, Lewis. You'll be next. I'm going back to see if she has with Felicia. I am the only one here. Oh, what? I'm not the only one here. Oh, you said you already told it where we have more than one.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's Felicia was like a general reading.
Okay. Yeah, I couldn't find her question. You're on the list, Karen.
Hard.
You're just further down. That's all.
So the ten of aces keeps coming up today. So everybody's getting some change. Everybody's changing stuff. Like things are coming to an end. It's abrupt. It's the work, but it's saying like the worst is over. Like the pain is gone. The pain is leaving. And then I get this guy. This guy's a dick. He is he's like silent male, vindictive, vicious kind of person, whether it's a man or a female with male energy or somebody that has an authoritative figure, they are an asshole. This guy's a dick. FCC, come after me, I don't care. This person is not healthy for you. This person is like present tense. This person is around you. And I'm here. Oh. So I'm getting images of my ex-boyfriend who is a complete narcissist, but I'm hearing covert, like spy, like an undercover narcissistic person, somebody who likes to manipulate you mentally and make you think that you're fucking crazy. And you're not crazy. You're just like, no, it's like walking into the bedroom and seeing somebody that you're in a relationship, having intimate adult time with somebody else and telling you that you're not seeing that. That's not what's happening, but that you saw what you saw, or you felt what you felt, you did what you did. And this person, this POS, is trying to convince you otherwise. With that said, I got this guy, which tells me that this person is also manipulating you with money.
Ooh.
So, is there money missing? Okay. Hopping into your life. And you obviously you know who it is, but I do feel like you are aware, you know what's happening. Now it's just trying to figure out how to get out of it. And the best advice I can give you in dealing with somebody who's narcissistic is you have to convince them that it's their idea to end the situation. That is the best advice I can give you. Be firm. You're not crazy. These things are happening to you. It is unfortunate. Being around a narcissistic person, being raised by a narcissistic person, it changes the way that your chemistry works in your brain, and it changes the cortisol levels. It changes all of that. No. What is a no, Miss Felicia? No.
What do you mean by no? Yeah.
What do you mean by no?
Because you said yes, and then you say no.
Oh, he never spends it up. Yeah, exactly. Because he's manipulating you financially. Okay. So again, the best way to get out of the situation is making them, and it's terrible because now you're becoming the manipulator, but it's actually survival. So it should be coming to an end, and you're the one who can end it. And then you have that rubber band that bounce back and forth. You're the one that's in charge of this, and you're the one that can end this, and you're the one that can get this to be over. Yeah, I'm sorry about this piece of shit. I'm sorry. You want me to run it? I can't
I like
say
that one
on
better.
live. Yeah.
The POS.
I can't I can't I can't ask you if I can run him over for you on live, so because
Yeah.
that's wrong. So I won't ask that.
And I can tell
I
you
hope
after
that
being, oh, go ahead.
I hope that helps. And what were you gonna say, Miss Julie?
After being in a 35-year relationship that I will be filing papers on Monday, I can tell you, you don't have to lie. You don't have to manipulate. It's just, I told him straight out, there's one person I love more than you.
And
Who
that's
is it? Myself.
yep.
And when he heard that, and that I was being strong for me, he knew he had to find somebody else to
Find a
manipulate.
new source, which
Yep.
is sad.
It's sad. Well, he's with his sister. And what I was told by someone in the field said that a narcissist, the whole family is at some degree, more than others, but so yeah. So take the advice. You can do it. You don't have to lie about it.
You got
Love
this.
yourself more. Yeah. You got this.
Yeah. I mean, like last year when I was dating Thomas and all of his stuff started coming out, like his truth started coming out, I told him, I love myself enough not to get involved in your garbage.
Yes.
So that's and it's hard to remember that when you're in that cycle of being in a narcissist. I was with mine, I mean, Julie's 35 years. I was with mine for 2.5 years, but I was also raised by a narcissist. Even though my therapist told me that when I was in my 20s, I didn't understand it until I dated Sean.
Now you know. So thank you for coming in and letting us read you. And Mr. Lewis, it's always a pleasure. And he wants for the highest and
Miss,
greatest.
of course, and Miss Felicia, Julie will put my email address up for you at some point. If you have you want support, you want to cry on somebody's shoulder that's outside of the circle, that's not there, like in your immediate, email me. I'll listen. I
Yeah.
promise. Because we all need to be support each other. Okay, Mr. Lewis. Oh, Lewis, my conversation with you the other day was enlightening. Thank you. And how much I appreciate you and love you to the moon and back. Words cannot express that. Like I'm all getting teary-eyed. And it's not from the garlic. Okay. We got the Jack of Diamonds. This means good news is coming. Good news is on its way. Things are coming for you. It says you have a girl coming, a girl arriving, a girl moving forward, but it's really about good news coming. Then I have the Five of Diamonds, which again is again prosperity, abundance, pentacles, money, laughter, good times, happiness, joy. Then I have the Four of Cups, talking about your personal growth and your personal growth, and you that's really funny because it all just came to me. You need to go back to class. Whatever you were talking about, like taking a break, but it's telling me to tell you not to take that break. Finish that Reiki class that you have planned for yourself. Like, and I know it's a lot right now, but power through it. Get her done. That there's growth and there's work, there's business for it. So this is all goodness. Like the universe has good things for you. Do you have any questions, Mr. Lewis? Mr. My grown-ass man. Oh my fucking goodness. Heard. Thank you. I heard you too.
And I'm right in the middle of putting this up, so you know I love you, Lewis. So, be well. I'm getting a lot of warmth around your heart chakra, so you've been working on it. And your daughter, too. I hope she's working on her gifts as well. If she gets a chance, have her come on the class Tuesday night. We'd love to
Lewis
see
called
her.
me out the other day.
You did? What happened?
Yes, he did. I did something and I was feeling a way about it, and he was like, why would you do that? He's like, that's all on you. And I was like, damn it. I did something that started out as a joke and then turned into something else. And he was like, why would you do that? That's not, what the hell are you thinking?
And that's not you.
Yeah.
Because you know your magic.
Yeah. It wasn't anything magical. It was stupid. And then I got all up in my feels about it. I deserved it. 100%. Thank you, Lewis.
I was going to say, don't you tell us that everything is, all words are magic.
All words are magic. All words are magic.
Okay.
All
So, and we're Wade, you're next. Did you want to read? And Wade is in this area, so we will see him on the 15th. Anybody in the Phoenix area, we'd love to see you on September 15th. What?
I'm not thinking that you should pay for those at the same time. I'm thinking like whatever your next class is, pay for that and take that, because I still see you up, like Angie said, up on the podium talking to people or dealing with people. But weren't you just telling me that you were taking Reiki? Like you were taking Reiki classes? That's what I'm hearing. Like, so when people talk to me about Reiki, which I am not a Reiki practitioner, I'm just not. But I've had Reiki done on me 2 times. And every time, well, my son has had it done more than I have. But when I was in the room with him, all I saw were all these colors. So when we were talking about your class, I saw all the colors. So I know that it's Reiki. That's what they're showing me to have you move forward on.
Oh.
You got some healing hands, my brother.
And Wade says it's all about the attitude of gratitude, financial. So that's what he's looking for.
Well, and there you go. Okay. You need to bury whatever it is that you are struggling with. You need to push it out of your mind. That's what this is. Then we got the King of Diamonds. Prosperity, abundance, money. This is the high card. This is the money man. He's bringing it in. So whatever is holding you back, you need to bury it, get rid of it, move it along, because this money man is coming in. And then I have another high card, and it's a wise female or female energy, a nourishing person like a nurse or somebody that gives you consoling you or guiding you or protecting you. I do feel like it's a mother figure for you, that strong feminine energy. Why is my battery messed up? Hold on, I gotta text my son to come out and plug my computer in. Okay. Um, so whatever these feelings are, this wound that you have, that's what I'm feeling. It's time to let this go, to kill it and grieve and move on, because that will bring in this prosperity, this goodness, this abundance, this joy, this money, and this.
Uh-oh. You froze. Give her a second. She froze up. Not sure why. I might. Oh, she's back. Okay, you're not frozen now.
I went underneath my desk. Oh, goodness. All right, nose, I'm done with you.
Okay. And Wade, what I've got for you is all about past lives that you have to.
Clean this
Yeah,
out.
I'm
It's
sure you
just
do,
us.
Wade. I'm sure you do, Wade. But it's
I
all
have
about
lots of
past
effect
lives.
on women too.
Yeah,
I can talk trash.
but definitely do a past life regression, because it's piling up and it's all on your back. Anytime I feel pain in my back, it has to do with past lives, and it's piling on top of each other. You need to get this cleansed up. And it has nothing to do with women. It is all about you getting your past karma cleared up. Ugh. Doesn't feel good. I didn't feel that the last time you were on. I'm getting it now. So something you did. KJ, are you here? Then Liz, and then a different Sheri, Ellie Brown, Karen, in that order. And I would rather do it in that order. KJ, please be first in. Liz, Sheri, and then Ellie and Karen.
Clean it up, Wade. Like Deadpool, cleaning it up. Haha, Deadpool joke.
Where was I at? Okay, Liz came in next. KJ hasn't been in yet. So Liz is next. Liz Blankenship. Okay, Sheri, you'll be after Liz.
So is this just a general or is this?
I'm going to go back to the list. Okay, this is what her original thing. Could I get a love reading, please? Again, love readings are done on Wednesday. She will do her best, whatever the cards come up with. That's what she has to give you. So what are the love cards in regular cards? Are there any love cards in there?
On this? So
Yeah.
the cups are the hearts. The heart,
Okay.
the heart cards are about romance and relationships and, and then romance, relationships. Again, relationships don't necessarily have to be romance. They don't have to be that. Partnerships, family, yeah. Okay. Love. This is about money. This is about abundance. This is about prosperity. You have the Ace of Diamonds, which is money and abundance and new opportunities. You have the Two of Hearts, which is partnership. Like there's some type of partnership coming in that's going to assist with this. Here's another money card. Going to assist in bringing in this money that you need. We all need money. That is just a really weird. We all need money. And needing and wanting money are two different things, but we need money to survive. And unfortunately, it's kind of put up there with clothes and breathing because we need to put a roof over our head. We need to do whatever. But you're going to have a partnership that helps bring in this money for you because you're having that deficit, and where deficit just came in. So you've been struggling with that.
Yeah.
I think before you can get your love on track, your finances need to be more on track for yourself. I see a lot of spending, like a lot of trips back and forth to the store, and I don't know what that's about. I've never seen that before. So somebody's overspending. So I hope that makes sense. But this is really about the abundance and the money, and maybe it's a partnership with money. Like you need to change the way, make your money work for you and not you work for your money type of partnership.
And what I'm getting at the trips to the store, it's not what you need that you're going to the store for. You're getting frivolous things that are not needed, that are not sustainable. You need to get what you need and what is good for you. That's what I'm.
Yeah. So I'm glad that did you get the shopping too?
No, when you said shopping, that's what I thought. Is she's getting all the wrong things.
Oh.
It's like, I'm going to go up to the store and get a Starbucks. I'm going to go get candy. No, you need to get something that is going to benefit you, not spend it on stuff that's not going to help.
What do you mean Starbucks is not a benefit? As I drink.
Hey, I'm one without caffeine, so
I really do like my mushroom coffee, and I will say that I did not drink it today, and that is probably why I'm drinking this. But I have also, even though I have a great sleep tea, have not been staying asleep. And Friday, I think I slept 3 hours, and then I helped my friend move on Saturday. And then last night, the same thing. It was just awake off and on all night. So I'm like, what? So there's something. It's not my body that doesn't want to sleep. It's my brain. So there's something in here that's just not letting me. It's a spiritual thing. That's a spiritual block and not a physical block right now.
Yeah,
so I'll figure it out.
Have you ever utilized nutmeg for sleep?
I have not. I tend to eat like pistachios and almonds and nuts before I try to sleep. And my sleep tea with the hops and the passion flower and those things help you fall asleep. There's herbs that help you stay asleep and just not staying asleep.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Again, my brain is not shutting off. I know what it is. I just need to figure out how to navigate it.
Okay. I hope that helps, Liz. But take care of you. Okay. Let me see what else she said.
Buying crystals.
Oh, that's what you keep going back to the store for? Buying crystals? Then you need to, if you're in this area, you need to go to Gem World. Don't keep going back to the same stores buying crystals because that adds up a lot. Okay.
It does. Not that I want to be nosy and you can tell me to go pee off, but where are you from, Liz? Because Gem World is in Arizona in Apache Junction. And then and if you're in North Phoenix, if you're going to like the New River area where they sell the pies, there's a little rock shop there, and that guy has really great prices too. It's not like as big as Gem World, but he's got some really cool stuff. Michigan. What is it about Michigan lately? Everybody's from Michigan. Everybody. From Michigan. I was dating is from Michigan.
The email is going along the bottom, but here's another email. If you click on this, you'll go right to her account. Okay.
Two guys I'm following on TikTok that do great lives. They're both from Michigan.
Oh,
Michigan.
and the grown ass man.
Grown ass man. All right. I know where you are, Candy. Wanchella is my sister. She's my sister. I dated her brother when I was 18, 19, 20. No. 19, 20, and 21. And we lost touch for many, many, many years. And then a few years ago, after her brother passed away, I found her and we reconnected. She and my sister. Okay. So this is
Okay.
for.
Who did we already got done with Liz, right?
Right.
Yeah. So who do we
This is
go
Sheri.
next? I thought Sheri, yeah. I kept going back to Sheri, but it kept going off of it. There it is. Sorry about that, Sheri. Are you still here?
Yeah, I saw her.
Okay.
That is in your past. So I would do a past, present, and future on this. Whatever grief was in your past, it's over. It's time to move on. It's something that was very, very deep. Because I'm seeing a knife and I'm hearing Shrek. You cut me deep, Shrek. So whatever it was, and that's comical, but whatever it was actually very emotional and high in the emotional pain for you. But it's over. That was a lot. So then I have the 3 of Hearts, which is your wishes are granted, your deepest desires. Things are coming into you that you have that love for yourself. Wow, that's not what I wanted to know. But that you're growing this love for yourself. So this is like a loathing that you had. Like you felt that this was your fault, like you caused this problem, you caused what happened. But if what's in my head is correct, you did not cause this was not your fault. And you have learned to love yourself and to gain that trust in yourself and your judgment again, which is a beautiful thing, because it's blooming. I can't explain this. It is blooming. Like, you seen those English roses where they're full of petals? So I've got this, and it's going. So you're blooming and falling in love with yourself again, which is amazing. And then because you're falling in love with yourself, you had been waiting for all of this to come to fruition, but now it's time to stop waiting and accept that this is over and you've accomplished what you need to build this house for yourself while you're knocking down these shitty walls that this happened. And the love that you're having for yourself is just beautiful. Keep doing it. We're all here supporting you. And it's going to continue to grow. And I'm proud of you, because that is what I have in my head. Wow. So beautiful. Bravo. Amazing. And I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad that this didn't destroy you. I hope that makes sense for you without me getting too into it. Do you have any other questions? I hope that was... I'm feeling that it resonated with you. You are so welcome. People are pieces of shit.
Yeah, but I'm feeling a lot of good feeling.
Uh-huh.
A lot of good
A lot.
vibration. mainly on the feminine side of you. It's very calm on the male energy, but very positive on the female. Take that power and work with it. It's yours. Don't take it from anybody else.
Yours, baby. It's yours.
Okay, so I guess Karen is here. Ellie Brown, are you here? You were first, and then Karen Gibbons, John Dot, Vanita.
Tuna.
Lucky. Oh, that's Tuna. Hi, Tuna. And then after Vanita is Tracy, Kelly Bailey. Welcome in. It's been a while, Kelly Bailey, since I've seen you. Okay.
I don't want to do a general for you, One Shell. I know too much about you personally. So it would be skewed, in my opinion. And Julie's not doing readings today.
Just adding two things, that's all. But no, I'm not doing the reading.
But I will. I mean, I'll do it because I'll tell you exactly what these cards say. And I will ask them not, for me not to influence them. Because I always ask that, but then I'm going to have to double ask for it.
Yeah. So who's here? I know Wanchella's here, but you were way down the list. So Karen, you've been here for a while. Vanita, Tracy. Hi, Patricia. Welcome in. Vanita and Kelly. Any of you here? Otherwise, come on. We appreciate you, Sheri. Just, I'm loving the energy. Just saying. It's very good. Okay. Nobody's here, so I'm going to guess we're going to have to go to Jeanette. Are you still around too? So we're going to go with, you said Wanchella or Candy? You've been calling her two different names.
Her name is One Shell.
One Shell?
But
okay.
we call her Candy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, it just depends on what she wants to go by for the day or what mood I'm in, I guess.
Oh, now you guys are popping in. Okay. Well, let's get to those first then. No,
Okay.
no, let's go ahead and finish One Shell out.
Okay, sis. Here we go.
Okay. Here we
You know
go.
what, though?
What?
I'm going to use my brand new deck.
Ooh.
I've been shuffling this deck. I took a nap with this deck. No, weird.
Is it a regular deck or is it tarot?
It's tarot.
Tarot. Okay. Oh, I like it. Oh, I've seen that one recently.
Yeah, it's the deck that Aleister Crowley created. I got another deck and I really like it, but my hands are small, so it's hard for me to shuffle. So this is a brand new deck. It doesn't have a lot of meat in it yet, so that's why I think that I am meant to read off this for you as my hair gets shuffled in. So I am going to stumble because it is a brand new deck. The Six of Cups, and it says pleasure down here. Okay, so they're touching me right here. Quit trying to please everybody else. The pleasure, it's telling me that you're doing everything to please somebody else, to get them to recognize and change the situation. And in doing that, you're forgetting some of you. Quit being so fucking nice. And I know that I know that that you do have that protective mama bear. Like, this woman would tear somebody up. Like, she's no joke. But she's also very, very sweet, very, very nice. The protective mama bear is forgetting to take care of herself. Then I have this lust card, and this tells me that, which is funny because it goes pleasure, lust, and dominion. You need to have that lust and love for yourself, and make sure that you value yourself and who you are. Don't forget that. And then on the dominion, which is a Virgo card, which is a female energy, which is a lot of passion in this card. I mean, this is a pretty card. Look at that. So I have your female and well, that's an Aries. Which is kind of crazy because an Aries is it's a masculine sign. Oh, this is a masculine card. Why did I read it like that? It's very masculine energy. It's a fire sign. It's a very energetic fire sign, and it, again, you are starting to remember who you are, because I know who you are. You need to, like, put yourself first. Screw everybody else and take care of yourself. Remember that passion that you have for yourself, the lust that you have for yourself, and this dominion is stake your claim. Quit playing this game. Quit being docile about this. Be boisterous. I hope that helps.
Okay. All right, let's go back to all the ones that popped in.
Okay.
Kelly Bailey, you're up. Batter up.
And Kelly, is this a general reading? Getting my hair stuck in my cards. Need a haircut. Don't tell Angie. You're welcome. Okay, general.
General, please.
Yes, ma'am. So the situation that you're currently in is going to change quickly, rapidly. It is going to be an emotional change or something physical that is changing, but it is going to change rapidly. It is because it's an ace of spades, which is the death, change, like fast, sudden, because it's the first step in this suit. So this is time. Bye, Candy. You made them wait. Good. Remember who you are. I think you know what this is. So this, again, the Two of Hearts is partnership, unity, physical, sexual, for deep intimacy. And then I have this guy again. Like, then when this change happens, this grief is going to be over. Whatever that this happens, that's going to be sudden, you're going to get through it, and it's going to heal you in a way that you didn't realize that you needed to be healed. I'm not sure what you're going through because it's not really telling me. My dad is sick currently. Gotcha. So whatever this is, you're going to heal from it. it's going to be a long healing path, but you're going to get through this. But there is definitely the sudden change that's going to come about. Yeah, I don't usually do health and wellness. And I don't usually do anything that has to do with death in itself. But I do see Azrael hanging out. Azrael is an angel, and Azrael comes to me when things are ending abruptly. And he's standing outside the door. So whatever health issues your dad is having, or whoever this change is about, gosh darn it, unless the treatment changes, I don't know if it's going to be a good outcome, because I'm getting that baby. Do you remember the baby?
Yeah.
The baby that was in NICU?
And then the
So
angels surrounding it. You don't see angels. Yeah.
Yeah, I do see Azrael,
You
though.
do.
But so I'm kind of getting that. So whatever your dad is dealing with, unless the treatment changes, I don't know how that is going to come out. So, but you'll get through this. There's support out here. He had a heart attack a few weeks ago, and it's been rough. Yep. That's probably why Azrael's outside the door and not in the house. So I hope that makes sense to you.
As a medical intuitive, I got to tell you, take care of yourself too. Okay?
Yes.
But this pain that I'm getting in my arm could be for your dad. I don't know who it's for, but this is a precursor to a heart attack. Not saying that anybody's going to have one. It could have been leftover energy from the last one, but it's pain in my left arm, which tells me be careful with hearts. So, and I had to say it because if I don't, it's going to hurt.
And they yell at you when you don't say things that are super important. They just do. I mean, I don't audibly hear them, but I hear them. You got to tell him, 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 you got to tell him. It's like, shut the fuck up.
And I have to get this out to take the energy away because it's very prominent in the arm, so be careful. Okay. Hi, Shazzy. Whew.
All the way
And
from
Don is
Australia. All right. And
All right.
who do we have?
And next was Jeanette. Jeanette, are you Cromley? Are you still here? Groveling, I mean. And it's been a while for her.
Gosh, Kelly, that's a lot to go through. I'm really sorry that you've had to go through all of that.
Oh.
Yeah, you need to be taking care of you.
Please. And let us know how things go. We know we see you on Shauna's and a few others. So please come in and let us know how things are going. Okay.
So Jeanette is general.
Yeah. I think. Did you just want a general, Jeanette?
Yeah, because
you saw it. Okay.
Yeah, because you had it pinned up there that said general, and then we asked if she
was
there.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, come on, hair. I don't like the color. It's getting in my way. It's being a pain in my head. Gotta go back to dark. Might get better. If that 10 comes up again, I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Nope. 8 of clubs, 7 of spades, and the queen of clubs. Clubs are wands. Wands are fire energy. Wands are work. business and career. And my 8 of clubs is telling me that okay. So the 8 of clubs is saying that there's a lot of talk at work, like a lot of talk that's going on. I don't know if it's good talk or bad talk, to be honest. There's just a lot of talk, a lot of systems going into play, a lot of organization. I see file folders like color coded and then all nice and neat and orderly. So there's talk about organization or reorganization, restructuring in your career or your business. Well, yeah. So then the 7 of spades is it says that it's tears and grief and crying and these cards are the devil. But it also shows that there's strength and victory and like growth, but there has to be that change. There has to be that like that death. That's why I'm like this. It's a death. So this is business. Then I have the club, again, a nurturing, caring female or feminine energy. So even though you're going through these kind of things, there's somebody there that is supporting you. So you have this business that is restructuring, reorganizing. It's going to be a struggle. Like, it's hard. Change is always hard, but you have support. So don't be a naysayer about the support. Comes in many different shapes and sizes and many different forms that we are always not accustomed to or can be surprised about. So just know that with restructuring, reorganizing, change, you do have the support from the people around you. I hope that resonates with you and makes sense with you. And you were kind of searing them. It was so medical. Oh, I don't need your sign.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a fire.
I like the
sign,
thought
though.
you're a Leo, but because I'm a Leo, I like that, Jeanette. But other than that,
I'm a Leo rising.
yay. But aren't you Sagittarius?
I'm a Sagittarius, Leo moon, and Gemini rising.
Wow.
Fire, and air. So basically, I create my own havoc. And I'm dating an Aries, so that's. And I live with a Sagittarius, and my daughter is an Aries. Their father is a Sagittarius. There's just a lot of heat. So hot.
And you flame your own fire.
I do. I flame my own fire.
Tracy, are you still here?
I'm glad that helps you, Jeanette. Look at who stopped by.
Yes. Waiting on her next flight. Yes. We're traveling vicariously through you. Anyway.
We are. We are definitely traveling vicariously through you. I'm glad that helps. Yes, Candy, I do wish you were here.
No offense to me, I know, but I'd rather you be here too, because I love watching you. It's so hilarious with the two of you together. Oh my goodness.
What do you find funny? That we're both like. That's why we get along so well.
And you don't put up with nothing. I'm just saying.
Miss Tracy. Ooh, Miss Tracy, you got all hearts. That is a first for the evening. All one suit. I have the Queen of Hearts, the Nine of Hearts, and the Eight of Hearts. So the Queen of Hearts is, again, a nurturing, a loving, a soulmate. It's not necessarily a female or female energy. Miss the heat. Girl, it's just too hot. It's too hot to be around me. So then your Nine of Hearts is a shift in your family relationships. I see a wedding. I don't know. Are you getting married or somebody getting married? But there's a shift. There's like a big celebration. I see lots of flowers and dancing and happiness. And I see that. Okay. And then I have the Eight of Hearts, which is... What the heck is that? A lot of flirting. I see a lot of like young, sweet love. Like a lot of new, happy energy.
Are you coming on, Bonnie?
So I see a lot of, yeah, this is, maybe that's why I got all these fucking hearts.
Because Bonnie decided to come on.
Because Bonnie came in, so I got a love reading. Stupid love. So I do see this like a new, nurturing, fluttering, you know, prospering, growing, committed relationship with either with you or somebody in your family. Miss Tracy, you say, ooh, have you got somebody that's stepping up and coming in? Bonnie can tell you. That's Bonnie's field of
I'm sending
practice.
it to you.
Not my field of practice, because yeah, I can give a shit. So I hope that helps. I hope that resonates with you. Do you like lilies? Are lilies one of your favorite flowers? Got lilies.
What kind of lilies are they?
I'm not great at liliness, but I think it's a daylily.
Okay. But it's not a calla lily.
No.
Okay,
I
good.
love calla lilies.
I do too, but you know what that signifies, so.
The white ones do for some
Yes.
people, but I like the little petite colored ones. They're not Easter lilies. God, I hate those things. They stink so bad. They stink so bad. And then when you get them like as a gift, because they're very pretty, but they stink so bad. They have that little pistil at the end of the lily, and then it drip, falls everywhere. So if you cut that off, you don't get that mess, and the lilies last longer. And then, but yeah, they stink. I can't stand those lilies. Don't ever send me.
That piston is messy. Been single a long time, and yes, love lilies.
Okay, she loves lilies. I see lilies.
And young love too. So it's a newness.
It's a newness.
Because
tiger lilies are awesome.
Oh, I like that. Lilies are a sign of rebirth.
Well, so you could take that with the calla lily or the
that's true.
It's a rebirth. I think everybody has different symbolisms for things. Like I know when I see a sunflower, I see one thing, but when Tina sees a sunflower, I think she was saying that God, what did Tina say about the sunflower? Like her symbolism for a sunflower was, I see happiness. I love sunflowers. So when I see a sunflower, I see happiness and joy and just, the abundance of it, the prosperity of it, because, it has the sunflower seed, which will have new growth, and sunflowers come in all these different arrays of colors. And when Tina was talking about it, she was saying that she sees the sunflower as like a willy-nilly thing because it's a follower, because it follows the sun, so it's like a sheep following, like, I think that's what she was saying. But somebody I know said that they felt like the sunflower was, for them, was just following the crowd. And for me, I'm like, I see it as sunny and bright and beautiful. And like, I have one tattooed on my arm. And so it's like we all have our different symbolisms. But yeah, that's Lily is a rebirth. That's a good one.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, so after Tracy, thank you, Tracy. Vanita, Shazzy, then Gemma, Brian, and Shannon. If anybody else has been here for a while, pop up because we haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, Bonnie needs to get in here because I need to see ladies room.
Seeing as how you called her, and there she is.
Great. I need like 5-minute break or less than that, and I'll be right back.
All righty. Okay. Oh, Bonnie will be back in a second. There's Bonnie. I'm going to move her.
I'm here. Ow.
Hi,
I'm
Bonnie.
here. Hi.
And Miss Sheri is taking a quick break.
She just took a break. She saw me and ran.
No, she said, I need Bonnie to get here because I need to take a break. And you popped in just as she was saying that. It's like, okay.
What's my
So we have Vanita, Shazzy, Gemma, Brian, you, and Shannon Solomon. However, only...
Hi, Angie.
Hey,
Angie,
love.
did you get home yet?
She's in an airport right now.
Oh, she's been having one hell of a trip.
Yeah, she has. I've been watching it. So
I don't think she's going to leave the state of Arizona for a while.
I think it's best that she stays put for a while. So we're going to go with Gemma first, and then Brian will go with you. Okay, so Gemma's first. Let me go back to her. This is her question. Okay.
Anything for me, please. Constantly seeing repeating numbers. Join the group. I see that all the time. If you are seeing repeating numbers, your guides are trying to give you a message. It could be as simple as they're around you and supporting you, or it could be that, hey, Sheri. Or it could be that they're trying to get your attention for some reason. Just a moment while I mute somebody.
I'm going to piggyback on what Bonnie is saying, that when you do see repeating numbers, it is your guides trying to tell you something. I get that a lot myself, the 222 or the 333. So I totally agree.
11, 11, 10, 10, any repeating number. I have seen them all. So, yeah, excuse the dog. She wants me to run down and pick her up. I'm not going to. She can come upstairs.
I can't hear the dog.
Oh, I love the dog, but the dog knows how to come up the stairs.
Yeah.
So, she's just tired and itchy.
Funny, your hair's getting long.
Oh, it's been this, last time was probably high school, but I have an appointment this week. So, I might donate to what was it called? Lux of Love. Who's I swear. You know,
It's Lux of Love.
yeah. Don's paging me, my son. Oh, Don's on the phone. Just a minute. Hey there. They just got me online with Sheri, so can I talk to you later? Bye. Always, right?
Hello, Dawn. Yeah.
Okay, anything for Gemma. Angels and spirit guides. Archangel Michael, please surround me and protect my protection, allowing only the spirit of love and light to come through. Calling on my angels, archangels, higher self. Hello. Ascending message. Ancestors. The greatest good of all. Angels, Gemma Hallowell wants information. She's seeing repeating numbers. What messages do you have for Gemma Hallowell, please? Thank you. Okay. Have you been reminiscing a lot, Gemma? Oh, just stop. Excuse me. There, eat. Have you been reminiscing a lot, looking back at memories? Is there some lost love? I've recently got a hold of my deceased cousin's shirt. Okay, that explains. Thank you, angels and spirit guides. Is the deceased cousin recent? And was that painful for you? I mean, if it's recent, thank you, angels and spirit guides. You're feeling kind of lonely, or maybe that's just the loss of a cousin. What you got?
I got the same thing.
Did you?
I got the Ace of Clubs, which is solitude. Taking time to evaluate and being alone and taking care of yourself and solitude. Yes.
Yes, and having patience with yourself. Apparently this loss was really close to your heart. That might be who's sending you repeating numbers. Could be your cousin. Thank you, angels and spirit guides. Anything else for Gemma? Ooh. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Is your cousin saying goodbye? Is that what you're getting, Sheri?
Well, I got the lonely and solitude, and I also got a Nine of Clubs, or I'm sorry, Nine of Spades, which talks about funeral, grieving, grief, like holding on to that grief and not letting it go.
Yeah.
And then I got this one, like shenanigans in the relationship. So did you and your cousin have like this fun friendship relationship where you guys were always up to no good, and that's why this is hard for you to let go? But I think your cousin is ready to let go and let you be on your own.
Yes, very much so. I've got judgment here, so like brother and
like
sister.
a brother,
That's
sister.
what I'm feeling. Yep. Yeah, very close. Okay, you really need. You know what I was doing today? I was writing my book on grief. Um, Grief, a synopsis. Grief is like, if it's new, it's like being drowned in the ocean. You're trying to come up for air, and then you go down into the grief, and then you come up for air. And my book, it's about the waves, because that's what it is. It comes in waves. And in the beginning, you just can't get a break. They're always hitting you. And as the time grows, the waves slowly start to get more time in between. Now, having had a lot of loss in my life, yeah, I'm sure. I'm not connected to my channels. Excuse me, I thought I did that. Oh, I know why. Here. I know I did that. Why is it not doing it? All right. Gosh darn it. Excuse me, Gemma. Business. Why is it saying that? I don't know what's wrong here. Well, it's going to have to wait. It's not for some reason it's not working, Julie. Let me see if there's anything else, spirits. The waves, they just slowly slow down. They're still as strong. It takes a very long time. Julie, if you've got that picture that I gave you of the jars with the ball in it, can you put that up? Grief is like trying to stuff a grapefruit into there you go, right there. Okay, you see how in the beginning it takes up all the space, that first one, and then as you grow, as you have more life experience, you see the bottom jar gets bigger. Grief never goes away. It doesn't get smaller. You notice it stays the same. But your life experience becomes greater. So in proportion, it gets less and less. Thank you, Julie. And it just takes
Troll.
time.
There's a troll.
Uh-oh, squirrel. So that's the best thing I can, find a counselor, a minister, somebody you trust. Just a minute, angels, do you have anything else? I do have another oracle deck I want to pull for a minute. Yeah, see, you've got, things are going to be rough for a while. Okay, they're saying you need to take action. Let me get you a card from the Letting Go deck.
I hear Dawn singing.
Yep. Okay, this is from the Letting Go deck of Oracle. Angels, what message do you want to give Gemma?
That's funny on the bottom. Let it go. Let it go. Watch Frozen.
Yeah, exactly. It's hard to do, especially if
Yeah.
you have a close relationship. I lost my son. He was 30. That was not easy. I lost the man I loved 9 months ago. It is difficult. But that's really the only way we grow and evolve through this lifetime. Unfortunately, this life is very painful. We came here to grow. Came here by contract with the lessons we wanted to learn. So yeah, we signed up for the pain because that's how we evolve. Angels, don't you want to give her a message? Is it too soon?
Yeah, my mom and I didn't have the best relationship, but she passed away. It'll be 20 years in October. And the initial grief was huge because, it's your mother, and I found her.
You're not giving me one.
And
go ahead.
And now that grief it's there, there's some that loss, but it's an interesting road. Definitely
Okay,
an interesting road.
They're saying it's too soon to let go. It's been too recent. Yeah, I will tell you, when my son passed away, it took years. I mean, it's like a gut punch, and like I said, you can't breathe. It's crying, and to the point you just can't breathe. And then as soon as you get a breath, you cry some more, and it's the pain you've never ever felt. It is incredibly difficult, sweetie. My son died 10 years ago. It's hard to believe it's been 10 years, but it has. And I still have moments, now I can look back and smile, but took me years. You feel angry. That's normal. Now that's good. That's a very good state. There's stages of grief, and feel it, sit with it, let your body and your soul. I mean, when I say sit with it, I mean sit down in a room with quiet and just feel it. The sooner you allow that to happen, the sooner it's going to go away. The spirits are saying, first of all, that what you give, you're going to receive. So, and they're also saying, please use your intuition. I would see a counselor.
Too close to the situation.
Huh?
I think she's too close to the situation to see it.
Right. She's right up here.
Right. Yep.
Yeah, that's why they wouldn't give me a letting go card. It's too soon. Anything else, Spirit?
Nope. I'm just going to validate what you're already saying, because I got the same cards. And
was he Capricorn?
Hello, Tiffany.
They are saying it's time to start walking away from. You are. Okay, thank you. Was he Pisces? I have Pisces and Libra here. Okay, they're saying you need to go to a grief group. The way to locate those, depending on where you're at, is to find a hospice and give them a phone call and tell them you've lost somebody, you need a grief group, and they will send you where to go. Okay? Virgo, huh? I don't have a Virgo card. Okay. Well, then they're just saying, like I said, you need to use your intuition. Start walking away if you as soon as you can. And they're saying you need to go to a grief group. You need to gather a lot of information about grief so that you can learn the stages. Yeah, that's right. Could be a rising or a hard to say. Oh, I got more cards here. Yeah, I can see where it's keeping you up at night. It's stealing away your time. You have to go with PTSD. You need some therapy, honey. Find a counselor. Okay? I lived through PTSD. It's not fun, but a counselor along with the grief is what you need. I don't know where you live, but yeah, see, they just said you need to find somebody. You need to take that risk. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Last card for Gemma. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict in your soul right now. The two of you were actually soulmates. And like I've said before, soulmates aren't just lovers. You know, friendships, best friends, brothers, sisters.
Your dog.
Your dog, yeah. I mean, so here, yeah, you were soulmates. And you got it too, you said, Sheri?
Yeah, I got that it was a significant relationship, that it was a very important, very profound, paramount relationship with her cousin. And again, they were like peas and carrots.
My heart goes out to you, honey.
Yeah.
It's a road. The journey is something that only you can walk. Nobody can walk it for you. Really, they can try to be with you, but even that's difficult because you're the only one feeling. You're welcome. Godspeed with you. Okay, gee, thanks, Sheri. That was not exactly what I was expecting.
What, love readings?
Okay.
Overrated. No.
All right, who's next here? Brian Savage. Tell me something about my relation. Tell me something about Angels.
Relationship.
Brian Savage is challenging you. He wants information
Get
about,
what you get.
Usually what I tell people that say, tell me something is, have you talked to your person? You know? Yeah. Are you here, Brian? Oh, he said, okay. You know, if you're asking about your relationship, you need to be having a conversation with someone. Okay. Let me see what Spirit has. Brian Savage, Angels and Spirit. For Brian Savage, what messages do you have for his greatest and highest good, please? Are you a Libra, or is this person a Libra? Yes? Do she love me? Honey, that's a conversation you have to have with her. I can't tell you that. I'm not going to enter her energy, okay? I can tell you what your energy says, but not hers without her permission. She's a Scorpio. Okay, hang on. Let's see what else they say. Thank you, angels and spirit guides, for your guidance. Brian Savage.
I don't think, I'm just, are you actually with this person, or are you daydreaming that you're with this person?
Ooh.
Because that's kind of what I'm getting, is that, like, so I got
I'm
the Nine
getting
of
that he's
Clubs.
feeling left out is what I'm getting.
Feeling left out of being loved or being in a relationship.
Feeling left out of the relationship. Like the third wheel, you know what I mean?
Gotcha. So, let me see. Yeah, so so I'm getting the Nine of Clubs, which is the Nine of Wands, and that is about reaping the rewards that you work with and making a path. But then I get the Nine of Diamonds, which is about daydreaming and lusting after something that you don't have. And then I'm getting the Eight of Spades, which is arguing and shouting and people speaking their truth. So I'm trying to connect it. 998. That's why I'm like, is this actually, you go places together all the time, but I'm lost. So
You're lost. I can tell you're lost.
Like, are you friend zoned? I mean, that's what I'm wondering. Are you friend zoned, and do you actually like it? You want a romantic relationship out of this, and right now you're in the friend zone relationship. So that's why he wants to know if she loves him.
You know, the best thing I can tell you is I do have a Page of Cups, which usually is a message coming. So you may have a message coming, but that's the best I can give you. We've been together 10 years. You haven't stayed together. See, there's what we were feeling.
That's the daydreaming of what it could be.
And you know what I saw was, if you will let go and move forward, there is somebody else for you. But if it's not working, it doesn't matter how often.
So it's a convenience or a comfort. And if you're not being honest with your feelings about it, you need to be honest with the feelings that, like, tell her how you feel. And if she doesn't reciprocate that, I concur with Bonnie, like, shut it down and move on. Like, why are you putting all your eggs into that basket?
Yeah, you're making it.
And I'm not saying be a hoe. I'm saying, like, love yourself enough to know that it's time to sever that comfortness.
Let it go. Yep. Let's see if angels, do you want to give a let it go card to Brian? Brian Savage. Let it go. Angels. Do you have a card for Brian Savage? Yeah, I think we have a few. Okay. The replacement of a negative feeling by a higher one accounts for many miracles one can experience in the course of life. As we surrender, life becomes more and more effortless. There is constant increase in happiness and pleasure, which requires less and less from the outer world to be experienced. We stop looking out there for what we now experience as coming from within ourselves. pretty deep there. It's okay to be annoyed. That's part of being human. The key is to let go of being judgmental of others, preferences, or feeling prideful about your own as the right way. Accept that all relationships have their ups and downs. You have to have a sense of humor about the human condition itself and its seeming contradictions and paradoxes. Okay, next. Do you have anything else for Brian?
No, I mean that was it. It's just like this is not really
Not a relationship. Yeah. I'm sorry. Wish we had better news for you, Brian.
I mean, it is a relationship. It's just not a romantic relationship.
Exactly. It's a friendship. And
Does she love you?
Honey,
I cannot answer that.
Ask her. I can't tell you. Okay. Tay Bucks. Was there a question? Hi.
Hello, Tay.
Are you here, Tay? There she is. Okay. No question. I'm just going to go with the highest and greatest. Angels and spirit guides. We're talking to Tay Bucks. Squirrel.
Holy
Her
moly.
greatest and highest good. I know. Greatest and highest good of Tay Bucks. What do you have, please? Thank you, Angels, spirit guides.
What? Ringing in your ears? Then go to the doctor. It's called tetanitis.
What?
I was reading it. Brian, under your DMs, I couldn't have not messaged, but the ringing in my ears won't stop when I saw your comment and went through your page. If you have ringing in your ear, go to a doctor.
That's tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
I have it. I live with it.
I'm just being an asshole, so.
Okay, Tay Bucks. No, whatever comes out. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Okay. What else could... Is there some decision that you're supposed to be making that you're avoiding? Thank you, angels and spirit guides. Tay Bucks. Oh my gosh, all the way to the floor. Hang on. Some sort of conflict is going on. There may be somebody around you that's less than honest. You've got your guard up, though. There's success right around you, or it's none that you know of. I'm going to take that as conflict.
I'm going to validate your success. This is a good news card.
Yeah, I've got a lot of good success. But
this is also conflict. A sudden change and a death, like a sudden change or emotional or physical pain ending, like the worst is over. So there's like you said, a lot of conflict in that.
Yeah.
And then you're waiting for something like this says abundance, waiting for abundance, but it may not necessarily be just abundance. It's just like you're waiting for things to come into your life and come to fruition. But
yeah.
Again, this is validating that the good news is coming. Sorry, Bonnie, I stepped all over you.
I'll validate that. Also have
I'll raise you, and I call your...
Spirit says you're strong. You lost a love. I'm sorry. That's no fun. It sucks, to put it in younger terms. But guess what? New love is coming. I love that. You've got new love coming. That's, the thing is, when we lose something, it makes room for new. Okay? So that's the universe's way of saying that person wasn't the right one. Here, try this one. Let's see what else. Last cards here for $10, please. Thank you, angels. Oh, okay. Okay, this may be a fire sign coming. I don't know what you are, but let's see here. They need you to get grounded. Okay. All right. You saw what I put up. You've got the Ace of Cups here. That's new love coming. All right. Right after that, I got the Four of Wands. Four of Wands is one of 4 commitment cards in the deck. It's also the card that tells me it's a very stable relationship. Think of 4 legs on a table. It's stable. This is going to be a very stable relationship. It may be one that leads to commitment. Okay, I hope that helps you. You have anything else, Sheri?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Okay. Hey, Susan. Nice of you to stop by. We're doing peachy. Ouch.
So
Shannon?
I don't know if, Julia, I don't know if you saw, but the post I did with my cat gagging every time I shuffle a deck of cards, well, or when I scratch my fingers on his scratching post, he goes,
Ooh.
completely so funny because it's the noise.
Oh.
So I did it with the tarot deck, and somebody's on my TikTok saying, well, because the tarot is evil. I was like, okay, thanks for your opinion.
Bye-bye.
And then, right? And then I'm like, so when my cat gags, when I crinkle plastic or scratch my fingers on his scratching post and he gags, that's evil too. And then they just wrote, obviously your cat thinks different. And I said, thank you for your opinion. You don't like my page, get the off.
Ooh, okay,
It's my
tell.
page.
That's right, it is. Would love to know who's visiting me in spirit world at my house. Are you having visits? Do you know of this? Or are you just asking?
So they're leaving the signs. They're leaving things behind that you're finding. That's what I'm.
Angels? Colleen. What information do you have for Colleen? What baby? Please no.
It's like
Oh, yeah. Is this something you're manifesting, Colleen?
I don't even know if she's still here.
Oh, okay. Let me take care of something then. Where's your?
Okay.
Where is it? This'll help. You have cats, right?
I do.
I have a dog.
Do you want one?
No. Do you want a puppy?
A what?
This is what I do. A puppy.
Oh gosh, no,
Yeah.
I just actually had this conversation with my son. We lost our dog a year ago. We both
Yeah.
miss having a dog, but that's a lot of responsibility that I don't want to take on right now.
Oh, I understand. You know, this was a freak thing. All right, there you go, girl. Those little Kong things. Do you remember
Yep.
what those are?
Yeah.
Fill them with treats and cheese and.
Cheese whiz.
That's what I just did. Keep her
Or
busy.
liverwurst. Fill them with liverwurst and put it in the freezer, and it freezes the liverwurst, and then they
Ooh.
lick and chew that out.
Yeah, I froze it with the
Peanut
cheese
butter.
and peanut butter. Yeah, I did have peanut
Yeah.
butter. All right, Tiffany, did we decide, is she here?
Yes, and she just wants whatever
Whatever.
comes. So the greatest good.
Tiffany Justice. Did I call her name before? No, we were looking at Colleen. Okay, so now it's Tiffany. Tiffany Justice. Angels for talking to Tiffany Justice. Just Christ.
Okay, so I got the 3 of clubs, which is, I'm sorry, the 3 of, I don't know why I keep doing that. The 3 of aces, which is, you've had a lot of battles, a lot of setbacks. Are you trying to have a baby? Are you trying to?
No, thank you.
No, not you.
It did a star rise in the east or something.
You're like, to me, that I don't know. I usually just don't do medical or pregnancy, but this is coming out a heavy for me. That there's been like attempts to have a baby, or somebody around you is trying to have a baby, and there's been a lot of setbacks with that. But always wanting another baby. Had an ectopic kid, can't conceive again. Okay.
Well, guess what?
Yeah, okay. Because I got, there's baby.
2 of Cups, baby.
Yep, I got like the setbacks. There's a lot of battles and setbacks and roadblocks. But this is a baby. This is like good news. Like a new being, a new girl, or like a baby is coming. And then this one is fertility and health and growth. And so whether it's you having a baby or you adopting a baby, but there's a baby, a small creature coming.
And if it's not you, you do
Somebody
have a
around you.
soulmate coming. Yeah, I really get the sense it's her. Ectopic. Oh, my daughter-in-law had that. Would be happy. Okay, well, I can only say what shows up. And it's clear to me, but could be birth of something new. I'm waiting to close on a house. Well, now you're right there, honey. It could be. But I don't know. We don't usually. Do you usually get those feelings, Sheri?
No.
I don't either. So, yeah. Let us know.
Is there like a friend or somebody that's kind of close to you that there's a birth coming?
Yeah. Come back and keep us abreast of things. All right, who's next? Sean. And Sean is here? He is, I see it. Sean, if I don't see a question soon, you're welcome. I'll do greatest and highest good. Angels, we're talking to Sean G. Sean G.
You're welcome, Tiffany.
Sean G. Sean, what are you overthinking?
He's overthinking a relationship.
Oh, I wanted to ask if S is your person. Okay, hang on. Mary Jane, you want to go ahead? Go ahead.
That's a yes or no question. This is
Yeah.
a yes card.
Okay, let's see what Mary Jane says. Angels, Sean G wants to know if S is his person.
Sean isn't.
Sean, is S his person?
Her.
Her person, excuse me. I'm getting a yes.
I got a yes with my pendulum also.
Okay, good. That must be what they're overthinking, huh? Her. Sorry. Is that the? If we answered the question, we can move on. Happen. It's okay. Oh yeah, I'm sure. Well, have a good.
So is your like when people say it's my person, it doesn't necessarily for me. It doesn't necessarily mean like it's your person forever. It could be your person for right now.
Mhm.
So keep that in mind. I don't know if this is your soulmate. That would be Bonnie's department. But I got yes that it is your person right now.
And a person could be a best friend.
Yep.
I get the sense that that's not what you're looking for, but it could be. Oh, dog, did you do that already?
Okay, Crystal is next. Sean. So it's your person for now. Enjoy it. Did not want to seek it. Or spend I don't know why it keeps trying to find my siblings on Facebook. Is remarried. I don't know what he wants. Sean, you're welcome.
I thought this would be easy, that she would sleep the whole time. All right, so what do we get? We have a big thing here. My ex-husband.
Well, I can't tell you what he wants. I mean, that's dipping into his energetic field, and I don't have his permission. I mean, if he hasn't tried to reach out directly to you, have you tried to reach out directly to him and say, "What up? What do you want?" Like,
The direct approach works.
yeah, I mean, I know it's intimidating and it pulls off bandages and opens wounds that may or creates new wounds. I don't know, but I think those questions are best to ask that person directly. The question is, what do you want?
Haven't, because I've been moving forward trying to. Then
Well, maybe he just wants closure. Maybe I think closure is overrated sometimes. Maybe you need to ask him. We assume that other people are happy in their relationships, but the only way to know is to ask him. Yeah, I mean, if he's reaching out to your siblings, I would ask him what the hell he wants. Because
I can
can't.
ask Spirit why he's popping in your dreams. Angels, Crystal Pickup wants to know why her ex-husband is showing up in her dreams. Please, thank you, Angel Spirit guys. I am gonna launch you in a minute. Well, I see where it is. I'll be right back.
Launch. Oh, that's funny. Gosh, why he's in your dreams. Now, I'm a little confused because you said that he did not want the divorce. Because I'm getting that. Was he a master, like, care to communicate with him anymore? And I hope that isn't bad. No, that's not bad. Then, if you don't care to communicate, then what he wants doesn't really matter. Just ignore it. Tell your siblings to block him, and move on. Well, there's your answer. He still loves you, in my opinion. Yep, cut the ties. Cut and run. Cut bait and run. All right, well, you got what you wanted. And by you, I don't know how to say this. By you putting that energy out in the ethers and thinking about him, you're actually continuing to give it energy to bring it, to draw it towards you. So if you don't want anything to do with it, don't put so much energy into it.
You're tying yourself together. So ask Archangel Michael to cut that cord. Just put it in the freezer.
Put it in a freezer. Do you know how to do that? Like, do you, like the simple way is to write it on a piece of paper and throw it in the
Yeah.
freezer, or you can write it on a piece of paper, put it in a Ziploc bag, and put water in it. But if you're a vengeful, baneful bee like me, and you don't want that around you, let me tell you all the things you could do, because I got no problems doing it. Bonnie, what she wanted to know what card you pulled and what you were going to tell her before the doggo needed your attention.
Oh, honey, I started shuffling thinking that was over. I don't know.
It was a green card where she was bound, like was it the 8 of Swords?
Oh, the 8 of Cups? No. Oh, it was the 8 of Swords. You're right. Yeah, I remember now. I asked if she was overthinking something, and that's all. And she said yes, huh? Well, and then we got interrupted, so if
Yeah,
you want,
it was the 8 of Swords. So you're tied up in your own head about it, and you need overthinking it. And I can't tell you what you need to do or what you should do. That again, this card keeps coming up. So this card came up when I pulled cards for you, and then it just flew. I don't know if you saw that. It just flew out of the deck after I had shuffled. And this is a male that is. It says a criminal, violent male, a male rival, or vicious and vengeful male energy. So I don't know why you divorced your ex-husband, but this tells me that he was not healthy for you. Just as you already know, that's why you don't want anything to do with him. So what he thinks about you or why he's coming back is really none of your business if you don't want to know. The ties.
I agree exactly with what you're saying. You know, if you want separate lives to move forward, let it go. Let it go. Seriously, just let him go. The more energy you give it, the more it's going to hang around. And again, have Archangel Michael cut that cord.
Do you wish him harm? Because this flew out of my deck, and it says, wish granted, a deeply desired wish comes true. But that's not the word that I saw. I saw, like, heart. Okay.
Maybe she wished he would move forward, and he did and got married.
Maybe.
I mean, we could play this tonight.
I don't want to. I've already been on here for 3 hours. I don't want to do that.
Oh, geez. You want to go to bed?
No, I'm good. I think I got another 30 minutes, maybe an hour left in me before I have to, like, make dinner.
Okay.
Maybe.
Tiffany again? Quick question. Does this just mean pregnancy, or will it... Oh, honey, talk to God about that. We have no control over that, and I can't tell you. I mean, I can see if there's a card that comes out. What's Sheri?
I just got a birth about something, but I kept getting pregnancy and baby, like a baby is coming, like a birth is coming. Whether it's yours or somebody close to you, I don't know. But that's what I got. And I'm sorry that's not more clear. I don't get specific answer. It's like, I don't know about for you, Bonnie, but for me, it's like trying to put the puzzle pieces together because I only get glimpses of what it is. I don't get 100%.
Well, the Sun card just came out, so I would say whatever it is, it's going to make you happy.
Crystal, I have a pure heart also, but I will tell you I'm baneful, and that doesn't mean I'm an evil person. It doesn't mean that it means that I do no harm but take no shit, and I will protect myself and those that need to be protected around me. It doesn't mean I'm evil. Doesn't mean that if you have those thoughts of harm or wishing somebody ill will, that you're an evil person. It just means that, I don't know. I don't know what it means. But for me, I don't think any of my cohorts in crime would think that I'm evil, even though they know that I will do baneful things.
No, Sheri is far from evil. So that's not what it means. You're human is what that means. Okay, next, Marijana. Are you here? I just read her last week. Let's see.
Arjana.
Marijana. Mina, can I have a message? Anything good coming your way? All right, Angels, Mina Petkoff.
That's a yes or no question. Yes, good things are coming your way.
There you go.
How do you look at it? How do you look at them? I mean, if, like an example, I lost my job, right? That is a bad thing. Bad, right? I looked at it as a bad thing. However, when you flip the script, it made room for something better to come into my space. So,
Yep.
however you want to look at it, you just...
Oh, now it's a love connection.
Oh, that's you.
Angels, Mina Petkoff wants to know if she has a love connection coming.
The love boat.
I just love that. I just had that same.
Love
Oh,
boat.
go through my head.
The love boat.
Maybe that's what I should play on Wednesday instead of the song that the love boat. Thank you, Angels and Spirit Guides.
I used to wait to stay up and watch The Love Boat and then Fantasy Island.
Oh yeah,
The plane.
decades ago. My kids.
You're telling my age.
No, I'm talking about my age, honey. Thank you, Angels and Spirit Guides. Mina Petkoff wants to know about a love connection. Can you tell her anything? Oh, we got a card. Again, with the overthinking. And that means I can't.
Yes.
7.
So she asked a yes or no question. Any love connections? Red is yes, black is no.
There you go.
I got another yes card. And another yes card.
There you
And
go.
another yes card.
You
And
got
another
one.
yes card. And another yes card.
There you go. All right.
And all those were
Have-
fucking hearts. Oh, jeez Louise. All of those were hearts except for the 7.
Well, diamonds come after hearts, don't they?
They do.
Just saying. All right. Who's next? You'll know.
My nose is finally like clearing.
Clearing
You
up.
weren't here earlier.
Allergies, don't you?
I get allergy shots, but I was making garlic confit, so my house was filled with garlic.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Just Mercy.
I read her earlier.
Okay.
Oh, she's saying she did
Yes.
cord cutting. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Hi. Yeah. Hi, Diane. Oh, I got it.
Julie's a trooper. She
Yeah.
was over at Tina's
Oh,
doing
really?
readings and healings this morning, and now she's been on for 3 hours with me.
Holy mackerel. Julie, if you want to go, we can go. You know?
Hello. We're basically in the last ones. It's just no one's popping in. And I know, who was it? One of them just kept asking more and more questions, so we'll go past them.
Mina.
Yeah, Mina did. And it's like, Mina, we read you at least once a week. And Mina, we read you today. It's Sunday. If we see you on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday, guess
Right.
what? We're done.
Oh my
They
gosh,
read
you
you.
guys started doing that? I know I've been out of the loop, but I know that Angie and I were just like, absolutely effing
Oh,
not.
yeah,
Like,
right. It's
Nope.
oh, bye-bye.
and then I was in a reading, I don't remember who I was reading with, but I was like, this is ridiculous. There was that one lady that kept coming in. Oh, what was her name?
I
Over
know
and over
about Lady
about the house and her
Oh.
husband in the military and the money and
Oh,
Diane,
yes.
Yeah. How,
Howell.
Yes.
or
Cool.
Howla?
Hool.
Yeah, and I was
Diane
like,
Hool. Yeah.
and I'm like, I'm the most inconsistent reader out of all of us, and if I keep getting you and it's the same fucking questions, I'm a sailor. Over and over and over again, I can't imagine what you're doing to everybody else all the rest of the week. We should all be together and united as our psychic squad to say enough is enough.
Oh, yeah.
Enough is enough.
Yep.
And Pauline, we're glad that you're new and that you came in. Shil Nova, I've been calling you and posting for a while, and now you're popping in. So basically, we're done because we just hit the 3-hour mark, 3 hours and 3 minutes. So we're done for the day. Again, Shil Nova, we could read you Tuesday, Wednesday, or Friday, or Wednesday evening or Thursday morning. But if we read you today, Bonnie and I will not read you this week. Okay? So we're done. I don't know about Sheri. Sheri has to make that decision. I might have a list for her later. I'm going to have to start taking pictures of the list. But thank you guys for coming in. We've had a good amount of people all through the 3 hours, and really appreciate all of you. I didn't really want to get on the readings, but some of the ones that, like earlier, Sheri was saying, you got to say what you're told or it's going to hurt. And it's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you. So I want to get it over
They
with.
yell at you. They yell. I mean, I don't know about you, but I was in the parking lot at Sam's Club getting water, and they were just like, and I'm like, fucking shut up. And you're telling them to stop, but then you have a person right there that needs that message, and it's like, hey, I don't mean to do this. Are you okay with me giving you this message? And the guy was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, well, hey, you lost somebody, blah, 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 blah. And the guy was like, let me tell you, he was a melanated brother. And he was just like, whew. He almost went white. Because those things, they just happen.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can't help it. And I'm grateful. Like, Bonnie, you weren't on earlier, but I've been dating the same guy since January. And thank goodness, when we go out, him and I go out together, I'm not getting hits like that. Because and he knows what I am, because he'll come in and he'll say, do you still think you're a witch? And I'm like, do you still think you're black? So we don't have, when we go out, I don't get that. But man, I can't, if it happens when he's there, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if, how he's going to react. He's definitely a Christian. And, I mean,
who are we talking to?
Right. And it's like, who are you talking to? But he often tells me I'm the gift from the devil, because he's like, even Satan gives you gifts. I'm like, Satan is my adversary, sir.
Yeah.
So,
Satan was an angel.
Yeah.
yep.
Well,
Um,
thank you, ladies.
Yep. Well, hang in there for just a second because I do want to talk to you guys.
I'm
After
very, very much looking forward to our event, Pemp the event. I am tincturing stuff to make salves, which is stuff I make
Ooh.
salves for myself.
Wow.
But I'm making a salve for bruising and healing of the skin. I have a
need that.
friend that's on TikTok, and I was like, I want to make 2 salves. I don't know what to make. And he goes, what about a because he's very, very witch, very magical. And he goes, what about a prosperity salve? And I was like, I didn't think of it in that aspect because I think more herbs on a medical or healing, medicinal reasons. So I have just started tincturing to make a salve for prosperity
Yay.
and protection. And I went to Sprouts today and bought a bunch of basil and went to go
Ooh.
tincture it. And I accidentally, because I'm so used to tincturing with vodka, I accidentally tinctured it in vodka instead of tinctured it in oil because I'm going to make a salve. And I'm
Going
like,
back to
damn
get
it.
more?
Yeah, I have to go to Sprout. And I bought all of the basil they had. So I have to go to a different Sprouts to get basil so I can tincture with oil. And yeah, but I'm excited because
Oh, I wish I were there.
oh, what do you need?
I want the prosperity one.
All right. So I'll be doing
But
that,
I
the
wish
prosperity.
I were
And
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I'm doing that. And of course, my teas and a couple roller balls. And I have a new tea blend for PCOS. And I don't know if everybody knows what PCOS is. It's a polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Ooh.
And I have a woman that has it. I made her a tea. She's in her 30s, and she said, there's no cure for PCOS. And she said this is the first time in years that she's gotten relief, that she forgot she was on her period, that she's able to function.
Ooh, wow.
So yes, polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so I have a new blend that she is willingly trying for me, and she's done it for the last 6 months.
Oh, wow.
And has come back and actually purchased that product from me now. So I'm going to bring that. I'm not going to make a large batch because that one is very expensive. I literally have to go out to a specific tree and harvest a berry off of that tree. I don't buy it in a store. So it's like me going out and like picking stuff off of people's trees.
In the middle of the night under a full moon?
I haven't done that yet, but it's kind of close to that. So, but yes, I will have my normal, like my headache tea, the fever tea, the mucus. We're going into cold and flu season, so I'm going to make all of those. And then my the oil for menstruation cramps. I don't know how women put up with that. I didn't have that as a woman. I am now full menopause.
I'm glad I'm older.
And so I'm going to make that oil, my headache oil, the 2 salves, and of course my teas.
I tell you what, I was young before all of that good stuff. I was miserable and nobody would believe us back then. I would double dead every month. I mean, I had endometriosis before they had diagnosed what it was.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't know how old you are, Bonnie. I'm 55, and I had this pain in my side, and I went to doctor after doctor after doctor, and nobody would it's in your head. It's in your head. And I'm all, it's not in my fucking head. It's in my body, and it's very painful. And I finally got a doctor to go, okay, we don't know what's going on with you. We're going to say that we're going to do an exploratory laparoscopy to find endometriosis. What they found was my ovary was, I had a cyst on my fallopian tube in my ovary that was imploding and twisting my fallopian tube.
Oh my.
Oh,
And if he didn't do exploratory surgery for endometriosis, I could have had a lot more problems than I was
you
having.
could have
But
had
it
that
was,
birth, all kinds of problems. Yeah.
yeah, and I'm glad it was imploding instead of exploding, but it was just like months and months and months of like telling these people, I'm in fucking pain. I'm in fucking pain. And again,
Oh, yeah.
nobody believes you. Nobody.
Right. I
Even,
remember, believe me.
yeah.
And it was really funny because when endometriosis started to come up, that's when they started going, well, maybe you're having something. And they did an exploratory on me as well. 5 hours worth of surgery to clean up all the endometriosis.
Oh
They
my.
told me to get pregnant. I was begging them since 17 to tie my tubes, and they were like, you're too young, you don't know what you want. And then they were
Isn't
like,
that awful?
oh, and then when I turned 18, I'm like, hey, I'm 18, please I don't want to have children. And it was like, well, what about your future husband? What if I said, bitch, what if I'm gay? What if I don't want a fucking man? You know, and I kept fighting and fighting and fighting. And, you know, the answer was birth control, birth control, birth control. My son, I was 31 when I conceived my son. I had just gotten over chicken pox. He was conceived with condoms. And my daughter, which I was 33, they're 16 months apart, she was birth control pills. So I have people constantly saying, well, women should be responsible. And I'm like, bitch, I was.
Mm-hmm.
I had an
yeah.
IUD.
You know what? I got super angry because after that 5-hour surgery, I had to go back a couple years later for more of it. And I told the doctor, I said, take it out. I'm done. I've got 3 boys. They're stair steps. I don't want any more kids. Well, I had just gotten divorced, and this doctor had the nerve to say, well, you might be considered damaged goods.
The
I almost castrated the best.
Talk about damaged goods. Guess what, Doc?
yeah,
You
I
wanna
even
see
know
damaged? I'll show you damage.
to this day, there are some women that are trying to have surgeries like hysterectomies or tubal ligations, and they're like,
Yeah.
you have to get your husband's permission. I'm not married. And because insurance is like, you have to get your husband's permission.
Yes.
So women are like, I'm not married. And they're like, well, you have to get your father's permission. The fuck? My dad's not even in my life. I couldn't imagine my daughter, who is 22, having to deal with this bullshit.
My niece
Yeah.
just had her tubes tied, and she's 21. She said, I know I don't want kids.
Yeah. Well,
Yep.
in the state of Missouri, you have to
That's where my
have
daughter lives.
your husband sign off if you want a hysterectomy.
What if you're not married, though?
Then you get your father, like they're saying. But that was a new
Yep.
law. They're
Mhm.
taking away
My daughter lives in
our,
Missouri.
our rights.
Well,
Body autonomy.
That's up the line about Arizona's going back to that, law from 1812.
They're
Yep.
trying to go back, but we've got to do our best to keep it real and keep us free.
But you're right, Shields. Men can walk in and say, I want a vasectomy, and their wife doesn't have to sign off on it.
That's right.
Which I'm like, well, wait a minute. So I've had this discussion with my friend Jeff, and he was like, women need to take responsibility. I said, you've never walked in a woman's shoes.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. Yeah. What about the rapes? Okay.
Right.
Women cannot get, in some states, women cannot get abortions. So to me, that means it should be a death sentence for the man.
Oh, hey, there you go. Well,
It's
if
only
they
fair.
want to consider a child from conception or 6 weeks, that's when child support starts.
Conception.
Yes. Conception. and give me the money.
Yeah.
And you
Okay.
have to pay if a man gets a woman pregnant, he needs to be paying for the 9 months and
Oh,
child
yeah,
support.
absolutely.
And if if that child doesn't want, if the woman carrying the child doesn't want it for whatever reason, then he still needs to pay for it, and he should be the one responsible to raise it. You
I
think
But I
that's
think
going to
there's
last?
also an extreme where women are being fucking ridiculous. Like I watched a woman sit there and say a man should have to pay for everything on a first date because, and because she pays $2,000 for her makeup, and so then she literally went through like her
Are you kidding?
moisturizer, her makeup, her clothes, this, that, and the other. And I was like, bitch, your math is not mathing, because even though you're paying $50 for this bottle of moisturizer, you're only using a couple pennies worth of it.
Yeah.
And you would be wearing that shit anyways. And you chose that product. There's
Right.
other products out there. So why
Yes.
why are you doing that? And I'm thinking
I don't
about my
get that.
son. My
Yeah.
son going out on a date with somebody, and this woman going, well, he has to pay for everything because I have to look like this. Put your hair in a ponytail
Your
and wear
choice.
some sweatpants.
Yeah.
It's your
Yeah.
choice.
I'm sorry.
And they're ridiculous. Like there's just so many extremes. Like what happened to the middle?
Right.
What happened to the down the middle? So I don't get it. I don't get like where this thought process comes. Well, he has to pay for everything. Well, he has to pay for his car and his auto insurance
Gotta
and
be
his
a
clothes and his
generational
cologne.
thing.
Yes.
It's weird.
I know.
My boyfriend is awesome. I mean, in all of that, he is younger. He's 24 years younger than I am, but
Go, girl. Go.
And he's gorgeous.
But-
I'm just saying. Just saying.
Woo-hoo.
but he
Blushing. Look
like
at her blush.
but the other day he's like, meet me at Black Rock Coffee, and I got there first, and I was ready to pay for my drink, and he walked over and whipped out his phone and he paid for my drink, and then we closed out the transaction, and then he bought his own drink, and I said, why did you do that? He goes, well, I can't let you get my points because I used my phone number. But he pays for everything.
God
You know,
bless
and-
him. What a
Yeah, and I'm like, he doesn't have to, but he does.
Well, I like to say his mom taught him right. She did.
Exactly.
She did a good job. Thank you.
He was not raised by his mom,
Or whoever
Well,
raised him.
Whoever raised him.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was taught
but
right.
he's a good guy, but I don't see a lot of men doing that either.
Mm.
Hello, Pamela.
Well,
How are you?
We definitely need to call it a day. And KJ, we did call you earlier. It is 3 hours and 19 minutes for us. So thank you guys for coming in. And we do appreciate each and every one of you. Tomorrow morning, please remember that we've got Miss Shauna on for tea time. And I've got it in here somewhere. Got so many of these. I can't even. Oh yeah, tea time. This is tea time. Okay, and on Tuesday you can come back to my channels, and also Elevated by Claudene. And Tuesday night, ladies, please explain Tuesday night while I pull that up.
Tuesday
Tuesday
night
night is a
Psychic
class.
Squad.
Okay, that's the wrong
Class
one.
that I hardly go to. 'Cause
We'd love to see you
You
though.
ought to
in
be there.
I know. I work an hour away from home, so it's like getting off work at 5 and rushing home and driving in traffic, and
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand. I'll be right back, ladies. I have a dog that's going nuts.
Okay. And I do want to remind you that on Wednesday morning, now this is the morning part, that I will be on with Calling on Angels. And that is Bonnie, who just
we
stepped
just walked out
out.
to get with her dog.
So this is her YouTube channel. She does astrology each week. Check it out. She's gone viral, so please take a look at that. And then you've got mine. Next, we have Wednesday evenings, and that means hopefully she'll be back by Wednesday evening. And that is
Funny.
Miss
We're
856.
just talking about Dawn and Angie on Wednesday nights.
Yep. And that's Dawn's. Okay, and that's Charlie. Okay. Now Thursday mornings, I'm gonna leave Sonoran Mystic Tarot up for just another second because he goes on Thursday mornings with Miss Shauna.
And there he is, Mr.
Yep.
Me.
Me.
And then on Friday, I am with Scott with the Gabriel Project. And Saturday morning, and she can't get her numbers right. Most of us are ishy. I try to be on time, but it's not always. But when it comes to Susan, she's early, people. So she says she's going to be there at 10. Expect her about 9:45. Okay? She's always early.
We're on time.
We're usually on time. We might miss it by a minute or two, but it's usually technical difficulties that were what is going on now, you know?
Or
Murky.
catching up behind the scenes.
Yes, we do that too.
A little bit.
That's
of
what
that.
happened last week. We were, I think, a minute late. That's because we were talking. And yes, I have to put his name up. Okay, so that's at Saturday. And then hopefully back on Sunday. And you never know if Bonnie's going to pop in early to do her astrology report on Sunday morning. And for all of those who are in JSS, the Psychic Squad, if anybody wants to learn Restream so you can be at the background, you don't have to be up front. Please come in and see us because I'd love to teach you guys more and more on that. I'm only half late. We are pleased. What?
Only
Okay.
a half an hour late.
Yep. It's like half hour. Yeah, got it. So if anybody wants to learn how to do Restream, I'd love to teach you guys Psychic Squad. That's out to you guys. That way you can be in the background and do other things while they're doing the reads. But thank you, Bonnie, for coming in at the last minute. And I wish you'd seen earlier that I had posted. I'm just doing technical, but it was pretty. She was hearing crickets because there was so much people. We were waiting for so many, so it helped having somebody out here with her. So thank you, Bonnie, for coming on. Because as soon as you came on, it just got going real quick. So we appreciate all of you.
No problem. But it's
I have to fix my TikTok thing.
Yes, we're going to work on that and get that taken care of so you can reach more people. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming in. And Bonnie, I still haven't done it. I have the video, but we'll go with the old one because it's the only one I have.